Hello, Scorpio. It's Maggie the Irish Gypsy bringing you your March 2025 general reading. We're looking at the last half of March 2025 for you, the water sign of Scorpio. I hope you're all doing well. As always, my gratitude for being here and taking the time to watch these videos. If you know your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, watch those videos as well for additional insight and perspective. So general reading might resonate a little differently for everyone. If something really hits home with you, if it really resonates and you'd like to explore it, take a deeper look at it, or you simply like the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me, please email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can click on the description of this video to also see that contact information. I can usually get back to you within 24 hours with more information. I offer a wide variety of reading choices, different types, lengths, cost, style, spreads. I do relationship compatibility readings, finance and career readings, 6 and 12-month overviews. There's a little something in there for everyone. And I'm also pretty diligent about the timely scheduling of personal readings. So if you're interested, email me. Okay, Scorpio, let's see what the second half of March 2025 is bringing in for you. We have the moon, the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the primary theme or energy, the Eight of Swords. I feel like there might be a little bit of self-delusion here, in the sense that there's a situation which it feels like, or you're telling yourself is perhaps cloudy, that the way is not entirely clear, that you're a bit confused about it. But underneath that, because this is a card of the self-conscious, underneath that, it's likely that your intuition, if you listen to it, already knows what the right thing is to do or what the way forward is to do. I feel like there's a reluctance or a resistance here with some of you, that you're telling yourself you can't make changes to a situation that you'd actually don't like, because the Eight of Swords represents feeling like you're in a situation, or you've gotten yourself in a situation that you can't get yourself out of. Because it's too difficult, because the external challenges are too much, that you don't have the strength, you don't have the whatever it is that you need. This card represents self-imposed, self-limiting mindset, using reasons, excuses, and justifications why you're stuck, why you can't get out of a situation, when really it's about the self-imposed fear and mental limitations that we put on ourselves to keep us stuck, because we're afraid that what we would need to do or what it would require of us to change a situation is too challenging or too much for us. Because swords is governed by the element of air, right? And the element of air governs this, our intellectual landscape, our mind, which is our belief systems and our ideologies and perceptions and perspectives, because that decides what we tell ourselves reality is, and how we interact with that reality, right? There's that saying, change your perspective, you change your reality. The Eight of Swords is somebody who says, well, I'm in this situation, or I got myself in this situation, I don't like it, but there isn't anything I can do about it. There is, and it's not to downplay the challenges. It might be quite challenging to make changes to the situation or to get yourself out of the situation. But the Eight of Swords strongly implies that you can. And the moon kind of strongly implies that you know what to do, or you at least know the path to start on. The Eight of Wands would represent that now is the time to act, to take action, to take momentum, to set a goal and do whatever it is you need to do on that. But that now is the time for action. We have the Seven of Wands here, which is a kind of a defensive, guarding, standing up for. It can be positive or negative. It might be a bit challenging here, because it might be, defensive, defending your reasons, excuses, and justifications why you can't make changes to a situation. But let's peel it back a little bit. Let's take a look at that theme, the general theme or energy of the Eight of Swords. Ten of Wands, a heavy burden coming to an end. This is it. I can't carry this anymore. The Four of Swords and the Seven of Swords. This feels like you feel trapped by your own, perhaps, secrecy, or trapped by your own self-imposed isolation, that there's something that you've been keeping to yourself, or something that you've been hiding, or something that you haven't been sharing or revealing. And it's gone on for so long that you feel almost trapped by that, held hostage by yourself, by your own silence. It may be for some of you that you've done something, maybe something that isn't great, something that might be wrong, but you don't want to share it. It's kind of like a self-imposed isolation, self-imposed, a sense of secrecy and keeping things to yourself. And you don't want to share it somehow because, it could be for a variety of reasons. You might feel embarrassed about it, or ashamed, or afraid to ask for help, for some of you. For others of you, there may be a situation which you're suspicious about or paranoid about, for example, like in a relationship, and you feel, it could be anything really. It doesn't necessarily have to be relationship or personal relationship. It could be job, work. It feels like you're burdened with something and you want to let go of something. There might be some paranoia and suspicion about something, but you're not talking about it, and therefore you're not exploring any way to deal with it. Let's take a look at the moon. The Devil. This may be a pattern of yours. Death. The Page of Wands. Strength. There is another path available to you if you take it. It's going to require letting go of old things, letting go of old habits, old patterns, or beginning the path of doing that, letting go of the old so that change can come in. An exciting new change. It's going to require facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities. It feels like some of you may have a habit or a pattern of allowing your fear of an unknown future, of what might happen if you do this or what might not happen if you do this, allowing that to keep you stuck in a cycle of fear and doubt and insecurity, while at the same time telling yourself that it actually keeps you safe, but it doesn't. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of fear and doubt and insecurity. Let's take a look at the Eight of Wands. Action is called for here. Now is the time to act. Ace of Wands, a new path, a new start is available for you. The Three of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Again, this is isolation or estrangement, or feeling ashamed of yourself, or feeling like you don't belong, or feeling shut out, when actually everything you need is right there. And the Three of Cups is friendship, kindred spirits, your circle, the people that care about you, community. It's right there. It's right there. Again, the theme is like this pattern of self-imposed isolation and secrecy, of not wanting to share what's going on for, a whole variety of different reasons, all the things we tell ourselves, right? And here Spirit is saying, look, now is the time to act. There are people around you, whether it's your friends, your friendship circle, people in the community, or resources in the community that are there to help you. And all you have to do is be open, be receptive to asking for help and receiving that help, and allowing yourself to be seen and heard. Let's take a look at that Seven of Wands. Defending, protecting, guarding. Sometimes the underlying question to the Seven of Wands is it worth defending? Is it worth holding on to? Is it worth defending anymore? Is it worth keeping behind closed doors anymore? Four of Wands just popped out while I was shuffling. This is a card that underscores the importance of our shared humanity, of the importance and value of the relationships we have, of the people that care about us and us, them, family, friends, home, community. The Eight of Wands again. The Seven of Cups and the Four of Cups. It's quite clear that there's a strong reluctance and resistance to opening up, which is what you need to do. And now is the time that you need to do this, Scorpio. It may be that you're imagining all kinds of awful or terrible or uncomfortable or things happening if you do this. But there is an opportunity here for you to do this, a window of opportunity here for you to do this. It feels like it's a real struggle for many of you. And I think one of the lies of that Devil card energy is to keep things secret because that keeps you safe somehow. But it doesn't. It keeps you separate. It keeps you cut off. And it keeps you in a place where you think that somehow if you just keep staying in this situation, if you just, keep staying in this unhealthy situation, that somehow magically it's going to change. You keep telling yourself this, right? But it doesn't. It just keeps you stuck in the same cycle. I mean, that's this whole reading. And it just kind of underscores the one clear message, no matter what area of your life this is affecting you in, Scorpio, the one clear message I'm getting here is it's time to unburden yourself. It's time to share. It's time to seek out help and support. It's time to, a burden shared is a burden lessened kind of energy. It's right there for you. It's right there for you. All right, advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. Nine of Swords. Stop overthinking it. Stop imagining the worst possible outcome for what could happen if you do this or don't do this or whatever, right? This is fear of an unknown future keeping you paralyzed. Three of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Look, this is about looking at the reality of what something is and what it isn't. Not what you wish it would be, wanted it to be, but what it actually is. Because it looks like it's a situation you've been giving far more to than you have received in return. It is time to put it behind you. It is time to start a path of healing and recovery. And it's time to do it now, like sooner rather than later. Really, really clear message. I think I'm going to leave it there. It feels like a good stopping point. Scorpio, those are your messages for the second half of March 2025. And I hope that for those of you for whom this made sense and hit home and resonated, that it was helpful for you, clarifying, hopeful for you. Because that's why we do these readings. Again, if it did resonate, if you are interested in exploring it a little deeper, reaching out for a personal reading for yourself or possibly as a gift for a friend, feel free to email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description of this video to also see that contact information. I would love to hear from you, and I would be delighted to work with you. I will see you all in a little while. Stay safe, be well, be blessed, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.